y'all doing today? Hope y'all are good, happy, healthy, chilling like a villain that you are. Question for you. For those of you who send your children to a physical school, what would you do if I told you one day you might get a phone call from your child's school saying that they're going to keep your child from you? And it's not because they think you're a shitty parent or you're abusive or anything, but because they feel like your kid has COVID and is sick. How would you react to that? Honestly, let me know below. I'm going to leave the comments open for this one. How would you feel if your child's school called you and said, I'm keeping your kid for overnight to 14 days to, I can't really tell you how long I'm going to keep your kid. How would you react? Well, you might ask yourself, well, Barb, what the hell are you talking about, you crazy, crazy lady? No school would do that. Are you sure? Because Ohio did. California and Colorado did. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about, whoosh. Oh yeah. Concentration camps for kids, for COVID. Concentration camps. It's not what I meant. This thing right here. You see that? The link for this will be down below. Let's get into it, shall we? Because there was a lot in this article. I had to go and make a list. And it will be highlighted. You're going to see all the different articles. They're going to be, or the different parts of the article. It'll be highlighted. The key parts of it. Okay? So the governor, Mike DeWine, Ohio governor, he opened up quarantine camps. I said concentration camps. It's quarantine camps. Forgive me. We don't need to start that again. Jesus Christ. Hopefully we're not heading in that direction, but it is 2020. The quarantine camps are going to be across the state of Ohio. It hits home for me because I am from Cincinnati. I don't live there now, but I also don't send my kids to school physically. They do online schooling. I got a new headband, by the way. How do y'all like it? Got to support my breast cancer. Got to do that. Anyways. So yeah, they're doing it across Ohio. California is doing it and Colorado is too. I will try and find the links to those articles for it. I'll probably put that in a later video. We'll see. And you're going to ask yourself, well, what do you mean that they're going to be taking my kids? I mean, exactly what this article says. Kids who are believed to have COVID could be forcibly detained. Okay? Meaning your son or daughter goes to school. They might not be acting right or they might not look that well. We're going to go ahead and check that temperature. Heaven forbid you got a 99.9. You're going to be getting a phone call. Maybe. Maybe they'll call you. Maybe they won't. Maybe I guess you'll have to wait till your kid's supposed to get home from school and you don't see him and you call up there. What would you do? Honestly, I would tell you what I would do, but it might involve the SWAT team coming to my house afterwards. So we're just not going to go that route, okay? They're doing this, I'm going to quote this because this is ridiculous. They're doing this because in case your kid might not have quarantinable space at their house, okay? It could be overnight, that they just keep them overnight. It could be a 14-day. They don't really have a specific time frame, and they're not going to tell you one either. They're going to try and say it's just overnight to, like, ease their way into it. Let's be honest. In the beginning of this pandemic, they said, oh, you might have it. You need to quarantine for 14 days. So what is this overnight bullshit? Right? Keep it with me. Keep up with me. Yeah, the CDC, they wrote in a statement, their official statement to Ohio. I can't speak for California and Colorado just yet, but for Ohio, this is where we're at. They did. They wrote out a thing to parents, shit like that. So, the order was issued August 31st. It pertains just only children. Just kids is who this order is pertaining to. And it says there are 3 types of ways that they could be sent to one of these camps. If they test positive and they don't require hospital but need isolation. Kids have been exposed to COVID in some way, shape, or form, but they don't need hospitalization. And thirdly, asymptomatic, high-risk kids needing social distancing as precautionary measures. Are you awake yet? Are you waking up? Kind of sleepy still, aren't you? I feel it. I've had a long day today. This was the last thing I wanted to come home to. And it was a direct quote from the CDC and the government for Ohio. But naturally, I should say, we all know that the government's in on this. Okay, I was not sending my kid back to school. And when I tell you that I had to have a conversation with my 5-year-old on why he can't go back to school yet, how we're doing virtual and stuff, that broke my heart. I love my children more than anything in this world, but had I known what I know now 10 years ago, I would never have any business having children in this world. If I saw this coming, I would not have kids in this world. And I think a lot of you can agree with me on that. But we got them, so we got to make do with what we got. I actually had gotten sent this while I was at work today. And I was like, you know what? Whatever, I'll look at it when I get home. And I almost forgot about it. And then I was like, shit, I need to make a video on this. This is 100% real, people. Like I said, California was the first to do it. California, let's talk about California for a second. The very first video on my channel is about California, the SB 145, the registration for sex with minors and things like that. It blew up. A lot of y'all came here because of that video. So I thought, listen, y'all might like this one too. Could you imagine being at home or being at work and your phone just ring and you're like, yes, oh, well, little Timmy might not be making it home today. And you're like, what's going on? Why? What's wrong? And you're like, yeah, that's how you're like. And then the whoever the hell just called you, nurse, principal, assistant principal, counselor, somebody called you and said, oh, well, he has a fever. Okay, well, I'm coming to get him. Oh, well, no, you can't come get your kid. What? Who the fuck do you think you're playing with? I can't come and get my child? Listen, people. Oh my God. I can't even tell you what I would honestly do. Like I said, it would definitely cause the SWAT team to come to my house. I am kind of crazy. Okay. But if you knew me personally and you knew how I got to where I am today with my children, you would understandably be like, listen, I get it. You got a real reason to be crazy. No judgment here. Okay. So that being said, I thought this would be a great video to make. Wanted to drop this on your all's table. Let me know down below. I'm going to leave the comment section for this one. Let me know below how you feel about this right here. Please tell me. Would you go for it? Would you go to the school and demand your child? But think about it. By the time you get to your school, is your kid even going to still be there? Or are they already going to be back in the back of a van, caged up, heading to a camp? Let me know below how you feel. This article was issued September 9th. It is... What the hell is today's date? What day are we even on? The 12th? Let me know below. Y'all stay happy, healthy, positive. Pray. Keep Jesus close to your heart because at the end of the day, he is all we're going to have. And until then, I'll see you with another crazy video. Peace.